Hey guys, Owen Malou here. We're continuing today with defense against sticks. We have another scenario. Leo, let's see what we got. So this video actually is a known video that got viral in the US when a guy here holding a baseball bat, he's threatening an immigrant and his family, and he's blaming him for being a terrorist. He's aggressing him, insulting him, and you can see that any moment he's almost using his baseball bat against this immigrant. So as we said, this video got all around the US. Now there is a moment, as you can see, that it stopped being just verbal. He actually swing the baton, the baseball bat, and becomes a fight. From what we heard, the immigrant had to go to the hospital to get treatment, but was able at least to protect his family. Let's see what we can learn out of it. So we have here, as we saw in the video, a guy threatening another guy with his family. From what we understood, it's an immigrant and a guy that's simply starting insulting them and threatening them with a stick. He's moving towards the immigrant and he's moving backward and backward, but pay attention. This kind of a distance with a stick, and now a scenario, a baseball bat, it's almost impossible to defend if he simply swings his baton to the person's head. So what we're going to recommend you here is not to wait, because this kind of scenario is pretty similar to someone putting a gun to your head, right? Someone putting a gun to your head. So you don't know if he's gonna pull the trigger or not. Sometimes you better react. Okay, so same here. If he's moving towards you, you're not gonna wait for the stick to come to your face. It might be too late. So that's fine, moving back, gaining distance, and that's what our defender did. But there is a moment when you feel that that's too dangerous, that you're gonna dive in. Now, we already spoke about dive in against a stick, but the principle we're talking about and teaching you guys now is that sometimes it's not a good idea to wait. For example, someone is speaking to you and his hands are in his pockets, right? And if you're understanding that this is a threat, and he's probably not gonna pull out a flower out of his pocket, maybe a knife. And when he's pulling the knife out of his pocket, for example, and stabbing me, it might be too late. So when I'm recognizing the threat and I'm not able to run away, okay? So I might, maybe initiate the first move because I'm predicting that something bad is going to happen. Same here with our stick. When the attacker is moving towards the guy, threatening him, there is a moment you have to initiate. So you don't have to wait for the attack itself. You don't have to wait for the stick. You don't have always to wait for the knife or the punch. When you're recognizing this scenario is threatening me, it's threatening my family, it's too dangerous. If I'm gonna wait, I might get into trouble. So maybe, that's time to dive into the attack. Now, diving into an attack, it's not something natural, as we always talk about, but it does close the distance and allows you to neutralize, in our scenario, for example, the stick. So one more time, we have here a dive in, even before he attacked. If he is attacking while I'm diving in, this is fine because I am covered. So pay attention to my hands, how they are extended, and then I'm getting into a wrap we already spoke about, and a disarm. To conclude, guys, sometimes you should initiate the first move. If you feel that you're under threat, it's not always great to wait for his punch, for his stick or knife attack. If you're understanding that you're under threat, like in our scenario when the guy is simply moving towards you with the stick on his shoulder with the baseball bat, okay? Sometimes the best defense is to initiate the first move and continue, whoop, from there. So if it's a stick attack, knife attack, or even someone getting closer to you and you're understanding you might get into trouble, sometimes you guys should initiate the first move. Thank you, Leo. Thank you guys for joining our Krav Maga class. You guys can stay tuned and check out our Facebook and YouTube page and learn more Krav Maga tips and lessons. Thank you.